morning. Welcome to this E3 Weekly Market Report. It is December the 15th. Exports have just come out, so we're going to go to that right now. Cotton sales, very good sale again. Last week we had a big number. This number is 311,700 running bales. That's actually down 23% from the previous week, which was over 400,000, which was unheard of at these high prices, relatively high prices for cotton. That's up 16% over the 4-week average. Vietnam took 89,700. China took 84,000. Pakistan took 52,800. We've got Indonesia with 29,800. Japan, Turkey. So we've got very broad-based demand, a number of different takers of cotton, and a good number. Cotton, let's see if we've got any reaction. Cotton was down 4 just before this, and right now cotton is up 6 to 7. Going to soybeans next, 2,008,400 metric tons. That's up 44% from the previous week and 33% over the 4-week average. China took 1,323,600 metric tons. Unknown destinations took 151,500. Indonesia takes 112,200. Soybeans were down 2 before the report. Right now, soybeans are down 2 1/4. That's a little surprising. Let's look at corn. The corn number was 1,516,000 metric tons. That's up 1% from the previous week and 8%. That's 8% over the 4-week average. South Korea took 538,200 metric tons. Mexico took 342,800 metric tons. Japan took 171,500 metric tons. Corn was down 1.50 cents before the report. Right now, corn is down 1.50 cents, no change. Let's look at wheat. 531,300 metric tons. That's up 6% from the previous week, but down 7% from the 4-week average. Nigeria took 96,300. Morocco took 60,500. China took 60,000 metric tons. So looking at wheat was down 3 before the report. Right now, wheat is down 3, so no change. Looking at some of the news lately, overnight, in reaction to yesterday's Fed funds hike of 0.25%, which was fully anticipated, the first time we've seen a hike in this year, 2016. But that's the reason that analysts are giving for the dollar being sharply higher today. Dollar's up 127. Typically, the dollar being up is a negative for commodity prices. It affects exports. We'll see, but that is the reaction right now. So these markets across the board in agricultural markets have been down some. Not a lot, but some. Let's look and see just what's happened recently. Quickly, March cotton, the range over the last month was 70.05 low up to a 72.43 sideways for a long time in this market. Good buying on dips from mill fixations. We've got about 10 million bales of cotton that it's on call that has to be fixed. We haven't seen that since the year 2010, 2011. For those that remember the winter of 2010, 2011, knows what this can mean for the market. Let's see, we've been seeing commercial selling on rallies. The trade is short, the big speculators are long, and the market's just been trading sideways. I think if there is a chance to break out of this range, I think it's probably better to the upside, looking for the possibility of this market even moving towards 74 to 75 cents. And longer term, we think it's possible to see this market up towards 76 to 77 or even 78, looking toward the spring. And just this note for farmers, if this happens in old crop, there's a good chance new crop will be moving somewhat with it, maybe half as much. Right now, we've got new crop cotton at 69.45. You've got March cotton at 71.43. So you can figure that the old crop will probably move twice as much as new crop. Just a guess on that, nothing for sure. Let's look at beans and corn. The range right now, March beans are at 10.20. I'm sorry, at 10.32 and a quarter, down 2. The range of the last week has been a low of 10.28 and 3/4, a high of 10.71. We've seen good export demand, but we're also seeing some profit taking as of late. Some talk about maybe seeing demand shifting to South America. As I look at this 2 million metric ton sale, we don't see that yet. Looking for the possibility of this market to retest the $10 to $10.10 level, but also looking out over the coming months to retest the $10.80, maybe even move close to $11. Be some hedging opportunities or some forward pricing opportunities if we do see that. March corn, the range over the last 2 weeks, and this is with March corn trading at 360 and a half. Over the last 2 weeks, we've seen a low of 341 and 3/4 and a high of 364 and 3/4. Good export demand following a big crop. It seems to be following what beans are doing. We could see that market back down to 345 to 350 on the low side. The upside, we could see 370 to 380. Wheat, only thing to say there is we've seen a low of 393 in recent weeks, a high of 420 and 3/4. We could see this market finding support at 390, and we might even see it move back with upward movement in beans and corn toward the 440 level. So let's look one more time at the reaction of the market. Cotton, there's not been much reaction across the board in any of these. Sometimes it seems like the 8:30 to 9 o'clock period in grains as volume starts to pick up on the reopen to get reactions. But right now, cotton is up 2 at 71.49. The high of the day overnight is 71.65. The low is 71.20. We've got March soybeans down 1 at 10.33 and a half. As I had mentioned to you, the beans were down 2. Now they're down 1. Corn in March was down a penny and a half before the report. Right now it's down a penny at 361, a low of 360, a high of 362, 2-cent range there. Wheat's down 2 and a half at 415 and a half. It was down 3 before the report. The low overnight 414, the high 418 and a quarter. Again, the main feature on the day is the dollar being sharply higher. Also metals, gold is down $31 an ounce. That's a big move. Silver's down $1.12, very big move. We think that's also has to do with dollar movement and some of the reaction from yesterday. So that's really it. Thanks for being with us here for the E3 Market Report. Have a good day and join us later. Thank you.